Look up at the night sky. Now imagine Earth wearing magnificent rings like Saturn. It would be the most beautiful sight in human history, or the beginning of our greatest catastrophe. Imagine waking up tomorrow and seeing enormous rings stretching across the sky. At sunrise, they glow like rivers of light. At night, they become a breathtaking celestial bridge. But if rings are so beautiful, why doesn't Earth already have them? The answer begins with gravity. Earth's gravity captures some objects, but a giant stable ring is much harder to create. Saturn's rings aren't solid. They're made of billions of pieces of ice, rock, and dust. If Earth had rings, each one would orbit our planet at incredible speeds. Together, they would create one of the most spectacular sights in the universe. Imagine looking up every single day. Instead of an empty blue sky, a gigantic band of ice and rock would stretch from one horizon to the other. During sunrise, the rings would glow like rivers of gold. At sunset, they would paint the sky with impossible colors. And at night, they would become brighter than anything humans have ever seen. But beauty always comes with a price. Those massive rings would block part of the sun's light. Some places on Earth would spend hours beneath enormous shadows. Days would become cooler, and the rhythm of life could change forever. At first, people would celebrate the rings. Tourists would travel across the world just to see them. Photographers would fill the internet with impossible sunsets. But then, something strange begins to happen. In some regions, the sun would disappear for hours beneath the shadow of the rings. Temperatures would slowly fall. Plants would receive less sunlight. Ocean currents could begin to shift. Storm patterns that have existed for thousands of years might start moving to new places. Some cities would become cooler. Others could become wetter. And farmers would notice the change before anyone else. Because when the sky changes, life on Earth changes with it. At first, humanity would adapt. Scientists would study the rings. Engineers would redesign satellites. Astronomers would rewrite everything we know about the night sky. But one question would remain. Could our civilization survive a world that had changed forever? But perhaps the biggest change wouldn't happen in space. It would happen in our daily lives. Every morning, every sunset, every night, humanity would grow up beneath a sky unlike any other. Ancient myths, religions, art, music, even the way we imagine the universe might be completely different. The rings wouldn't just change the sky, they would change us. So, what if Earth had rings like Saturn? Our skies would become more beautiful than anything humanity has ever witnessed. Every sunrise, every sunset, every night would feel like living on another world. But beauty always has a price. the climate could change. Space travel would become far more dangerous. And life on Earth might never be the same again. Maybe Earth was never meant to have rings. And perhaps that's exactly what makes our planet perfect.